About time I share the Master Pwner story with you, huh? I mean, I've been referencing it, but none of you guys know what the heck I'm talking about, so let's dive right in. So, the Master Pwner started a while back with an online chat with a very dear internet friend. Her YouTube name is Twylian, so we're gonna call her Twylian. Crystal Page has always pretty much been my username. Sky was added later. Sky was added for YouTube. And so my common nickname was Crystal. A lot of people called me Crystal because, I don't know, people just don't like Paige, huh? So I had just finished playing Twilight Princess, and Twylian is a huge, pretty much any Legend of Zelda fan. And so we were talking about how awesome Midna was, because I loved Midna, and I said something like, "Oh man, I wish Midna had been in Brawl, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. She would have been awesome." And then she said something like, "Yeah, Midna and Crystal were both right up there, up with the heavily considered characters." Of course, she was talking about the Star Fox Crystal, but since we hadn't even mentioned Crystal before in our conversation, I instantly was confused and replied, "Wait, what? You want me in Brawl?" Of course, we had a really good laugh over that. I said something like, "Why would I even be in Brawl? Because of my poningness?" And then to which she responded, "Haha, yes, you are the Master Pwner," or something like that, or like, "Oh, yes, you would be in Brawl because you are the master of poningness," or something. And then, this is the way I'm remembering it. It was over a year and a half ago, I think. Twyline, maybe you'll want to correct me on that if I'm wrong. Anyway, I could be a bit off, and anyway, this was way before the new Super Smash Bros. Was announced, if you didn't notice. Anyway, at that moment, another one of our dear friends came online with a very, very, very odd status, talking about conquering Corn Mountain and saving Helpless Tree, and fighting the blah. Sizzle, I'm talking to you. You know who you are. Yeah, we're weirdos. That's what we do. That's why we get along so well, I guess. Of course, Twilight instantly named Corn Mountain and Helpless Tree to be new stages, and the Blarg to be a boss. Wait, it was either a boss or a character. I don't remember. So, we just kind of went on about this future Super Smash Brothers and about who was going to be in it and all this stuff, very inside joke related. And so I won't bore you with the details, but basically we kept talking about that. And so after having a very amusing and hilarious conversation with them, it was like, oh my gosh, so funny. I almost wish that I had known how to take screenshots at that time, because I didn't know. And it would have been so epic to get that entire conversation in screenshots. Oh my gosh, that would have been the most amazing thing ever. Anyway, sorry. I had my sketchbook sitting by me, and I decided, why not design what Crystal Page, the Master Pwner, would look like, And a lot of thought went into it, actually, and this was the result. Like I said, a lot of thought was put into this future Super Smash Bros. Character, and I even created a final smash, unlocking conditions, alternate costumes, and I even gave her weapons later. First, her weapons were just her magical sparkly pwn powers, but now she has a katana and a gun with her magical sparkly pwn powers. So the moment I made that picture, my profile picture, my online pseudonym / personification was pretty much set in stone, I guess. Kinda. I really helped it along, and I acknowledge that I really helped it along, like, a lot. And, as you can see, the Master Pwner has changed. I mean, she no longer has purple and blue streaks in her hair, but now it's pink, blue, and yellow hair. I mean, her general appearance has changed. The final smash in Super Smash Brothers blank from the future has changed. If you guys want me to make a video describing what her final smash is, I guess I could. And even her background story has changed. And yes, I thought of a background too. I mean, all Super Smash Brothers characters have to come from somewhere, don't they? I mean, come on. I mean, she's changed so much. It's like she's gone from being from the last of a now extinct race, which was a lot like Metroid, and to a girl who lost her memory, to a space warrior, to what she is now, which I think is going to probably stay. She's basically the combined souls, forces, and powers of my three inner selves, Crystal, Paige, and Sky, after they find the 3 Pwn gems. But that's a story for later, if you guys really want to hear it. So, man, I think about this stuff, like, way too much. I'm an overactive thinker. I'm a writer, okay? I love coming up with stories. I love coming up with reasons why. Anyway, so there you are. That's the story of how the Master Pwner came to be. So now don't complain that you're not in on the inside joke, because everyone's always like, oh gosh, what do you mean you're the Master Pwner? I don't get it. And then, so now you know, gosh. I love making funny noises. But, so yeah, that's why I sometimes say the Master Pwner's a different person, but I sometimes say that the Master Pwner's me. I will leave it to you guys to decide if I'm actually someone who could be called the Master Pwner, or if I'm just someone who is not, I guess.